Hey. Hey.
What's up, Shauna?
What's up, Shauna?
We've been fighting trying to get on here for a while.
Our
now.
internet is having a fit tonight.
I guess if we're buffering real bad, y'all have to let us know.
We'll have to try to reboot and try again.
This is our 4th attempt.
I'm ordering that fucking booster. I don't give a fuck how much it costs. What's up, Gavin?
What's up, Gavin?
I might even thinking about ordering a fucking expensive one. Oh, they have one for $1,000.
No, we're not ordering that.
The one I was looking for, been looking at. They got one. What's up, Terry? They got one for $159 and one for $215. The one for $215 covers not only all carriers.
What's up, Kenny?
That's the trap on some of them is they don't care. They only work with like AT&T phones and shit. But the 215 one it's all carriers, and not only does it do the signal boost, it does a bunch of other shit too. How y'all doing? We finally happy to be here. Our internet's been going.
It's 4 times.
Yeah, it took us 4 tries to get here tonight. Madam, we saw that you were first. You will be recognized. And Shauna was second first. Now.
Here. It's like this second. I ran this early this morning, yesterday. Doing all right, Gavin. How are you doing? Super fresh.
Yeah, I've been finding the money signal booster, but we think they have to get it. And until somebody can get us some fucking internet out here, we're gonna have to have it. I'm tired of y'all having to watch us fucking lag. Y'all are some devoted motherfuckers that come here and watch us while this shit's buffering. See, it's still buffering.
Sorry, y'all. What's funny is everything's actually loading pretty quick until we actually
go live.
Until we get to the point where we gotta upload our thumbnail and go live, and then it starts going super slow.
Gavin, sorry for your loss, brother.
I guess if it starts buffering too bad, y'all let us know.
I'll try again, right? That's all we can do. Probably because I was fucking on my phone to change the song. I didn't even touch the internet or nothing.
See, every time I touch my phone, it starts
we're
buffering.
trying to use mine tonight because hers was bugging out. And if I even look at mine, it starts to bug out. Oh yeah, I got one for you, Shauna. I got another one too. Turns out on the show, my mother and I were just watching this woman.
Cherokee, no request tonight.
It was sweet. Yeah, no request tonight, Cherokee, because we're if it's something we don't already have on our phone, we have to do it via internet, and our internet is already acting buggy enough tonight. So if you ask for something and we've already got it, cool. If not, our internet's fighting us too hard tonight.
What's up, Tina?
Anyway, I saw this. It was on an episode of 1923. Funny enough. How you doing, Kenny? It rained earlier, Kenny, but it's just I don't know what the fuck. Some towers went down yesterday in town. There was no signal. I don't know. There's the C Spire's having some shit. But anyway, young couple on this show. She lost her baby. And she told her husband that she felt like she didn't have purpose. And he was explaining to her, look at my aunt. She never had kids and blah, 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 blah. She has purpose. He said, you can have plenty of purpose. Maybe you'll take care of kids that don't have moms. You can choose your purpose. And she's like, she makes it. And he said, what you're trying to describe is destiny. And he's like, regardless of anything else, he looks at the girl and says, you're my destiny. And she just said, you can't choose destiny. He said, I took one look at you and had no choice. I'm sorry. I just thought that was sweet as fuck. And Sean, I'm going to let it go. Woo!
Shit, out of my way. I hate this shelf being pulled out like this. Can't do it because the microphone.
God damn it. Oh, Shauna, the story you want to hear, I'm going to let everybody get in here and get a couple shots in them before I rant and rave. It's about the shit at school. I've been waiting to rant about this, and all I can hope is that their principal somehow catches this live stream. What's up, Chad? And Isam?
Miranda said it was probably
Tina?
School campus security that was following the principal around today.
He's still having a security guard on him over a water balloon. Not starting that story just yet. Not starting it just yet. I need a shot before I start telling that story. Spark.
Yeah, do it again in 2 minutes.
One. Actually, the minute. Time to clean that pipe.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Well, hopefully we can improve your mood. There you go.
Shauna, as I was reading that sentence and I saw I got an extremely large pickle. Hey, Lynn. Fuck. I can't stop coughing. Damn. We went from 13 to 8 in 0.5 seconds. Hit the brakes. I want to hear that. Why is that still playing? All right. Hey, Danny. Danny, we had to restart several times to get here. Our internet is, like I said, yesterday in town we had no service. There's something going on with C Spire apparently. I'm scared to touch my phone. Yeah. Looking like a hobo, shirt like a rag, but a low key moto. Yeah. Fuck on a boatload, trunk on a lock, and a fist full of Rolo. Yeah. Show sold out, got a video on deck, but I put her on holo. Yeah. Got nowhere to go, no, ain't nowhere to go. She running on solo. You tease. Let's see how the night's gonna be. She was looking so. Took a hit the creek, she's so. Yeah. Took another shot, had a double in the cheek. I was playing for the Isam, did you just ask that?
Or are you talking about his new song that we haven't heard yet?
What's up, Casey? I was like, Isam, as long as you've been here and you don't know the answer to that question, you got a problem, brother. Not hating, but you got to invest more in the world around you, brother. And before I get 4 messages from you later, Isam, no, we're not mad at you.
Wait, what?
You know what I just said? I said before we get 4 messages later, Isam, no, we're not mad at you.
Lan, it sounds like your son needs to leave her.
Oh, somebody'd be all tore up. We haven't done that one yet, Isam, and I was fucking with you. I understand. Lynn, we all family here, honey. You ain't, I mean, unless you're gonna tell us that you fucking cook and eat children, you're good. And sometimes it depends on the children. we'll get polls for that.
That's on your list.
You know, I think every time you've ever put me on my own list has occurred in this live stream. She's wearing a dress in here.
Casey, here I am.
Is it all right, Casey? I suppose.
That's been irritating a few things.
It's been yet another Wednesday for the record books. Careful, Martin. You can't say that here. We'll get stricken. Okay. It'll happen one day. The powers that be on YouTube is going to cross this channel one night when I make the wrong joke, and it's going to happen. Be intentional. I'm not asking for it, YouTube gods. We'd like to hang out for a little while wherever y'all are. Just say it. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Okay, Shauna. Well, I guess I need to get on this story here in just a second then, huh? We need shots for that thing. You want a shot? Okay.
Chris, I might take a shot of that. The cock whiskey.
You said cock. Can you say cock again?
I'd like to see me put some cock in my mouth.
Yes. As it turns out, I do. In fact, I want to see you put some cock in your mouth. I see where you're at tonight. That's a good place. We will meet in the middle with cock. Y'all need volume? Oh shit, no. Hold on. Danny, everybody, the shots are coming. Hold on. Make sure, well shit. I'll see if she'll say it again for you, madam. It'll still sure tickle my spine. Wait till we get off here. We go to bed and I'll be like, say cock. She didn't say it that loud, madam. She kind of turned to me to say it. And then she was like, okay, they heard me. Then she played it off like, you like it when I say that, don't you?
I actually had just enough left for one shot, so no cock in my mouth yet.
No cock in your mouth yet. Oh, you're drinking, okay. One good shot of whiskey, then cock. Madam says our
Sound quiet.
I don't understand why. I don't even.
Sounds okay to Shauna.
I was trying to even see where. No, that isn't good. Hold on. What happens when I inspect it? What just happened? What in the fuck did I just make happen? What What the fuck am I looking at?
You need to quit before you fuck something up.
I do need to quit. How do I get out of that? I ain't never seen that shit before. What the fuck was that? And I've got the music turned down. That's weird. Now the microphone's giving a shit. Testes, testes. She said cock. How's that? Look, I don't know what that shit is I just pulled up, but I ain't never seen that shit before. It was like coding and shit running over here. I was like, we have just entered the matrix. Okay, so something is not right. Can this go away? Bam!
Oh, yeah.
Let's turn it down. You want to go that way if it's turning it up, but it should be up. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it never stops.
Just hook the music up to my phone. Quit fucking with your phone.
You don't listen, Esom. I said we wasn't mad at you. I was cracking a joke because after our last live stream, in which we were not mad at you either, you sent messages across 4 different videos and on the live asking if we were mad at you. So I said, we're not mad at you. I was fucking with you to let you know we weren't mad at you. Do you need us to be mad at you? I don't want to be mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm getting mad about not being mad at you. I'm kidding. I'm absolutely kidding. I'm absolutely kidding. But am I? I'm a kid. See, I hate it when the internet's being buggy like this because when nobody speaks, we don't know if y'all just aren't speaking or if we're lagging. It's all confusing. It's all very confusing. Shuts up. What did you just do?
I was trying to get the volume.
That is, whoa! Scroll down. Can you scroll down? I guess not. That doesn't help us. At least not that I see. I wonder if for some reason it's not picking up this mic and it's trying to use the fucking microphone on the that thing up there.
Oh, can I take a shot?
Yes. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, Lynn. That is appreciated.
Cheers.
So, is our sound okay for everybody except for Madam and Lynn?
What's up, Wayne?
What's up, Wayne?
Yes, let us know. You said perfect. That makes me hot. Speaking of perfect. That is not the way. You must be feeling teasy this evening. We'll see. Madam, next time I got money to drop, I'm going to send you a new rig, too. Hashtag she didn't do it. Okay, so while the getting is good, we've had our shot. Okay, so I got to tell y'all the story now. Let me preface this with our daughter coming home. Our daughter that today was her last day of high school ever.
Yeah,
Let me repeat
so
that.
many times today.
Look, our daughter's last day of high school ever. I feel a certain way about this. Okay? However, days ago, she comes to us and tells us about this rule. These new rules are getting implemented at school because they were planning their senior prank day, and this one kid jokingly said, "We should hit the principal with a water balloon." For those of y'all that are hearing impaired and or having hearing issues on this stream, I said water balloon. Okay. Let me preface. I went to that same school, and if our principal got wind of the fact that we might hit him with a water balloon, first thing he would have done is went and bought all the water balloons in town. Second thing he would have done is filled them and prepared them. Third thing he would have done is cut the water at school so only he had water balloons. And after every class we walked out of, he would have bombed the fuck out of us. That's what our principal would have done. What does this new first year? I hate to use the L word. Kenny knows what I'm talking about. If Kenny's still with us. I don't even like me that much. But he treated it like a fucking terrorist threat. All the students get these new rules imposed on them to the point they can't go to the bathroom. They have to let the teacher know they got to go to the bathroom. The teacher has to then let the office know. The office has to get someone in administration to okay that student going to the bathroom. Then provide it. Well, first off, then let the office know, then let the teacher know that the student can go to the restroom, but the student must still wait because they must have an escort. Okay? Many parents were catching wind of this. We heard about this days ago, right? So this starts breaking down. Mostly little girls. People are getting sick and pissing themselves, embarrassing themselves in class because they can't go to the bathroom. Many parents told their kids, if you got to fucking go, go. Principal caught wind of this, issues a decree. Any kid that doesn't abide by these new rules will not graduate. They will hold their transcripts till after the time colleges will accept transcripts, preventing your child from going to college their first year.
Oh, because they need to go to the bathroom.
No.
Well, because
water balloon. Water balloon. Okay, so this starts breaking down, right? My coworker Josh, his daughters, bless her heart, I'm not making fun, is one of the ones that couldn't hold it and went on themselves.
And then still wasn't allowed to go to the bathroom.
And then still wasn't allowed to go to the bathroom and clean herself. So, my coworker and his wife go to the school to go nuclear, right? And they confront the principal about this, who denies making the rule. However, it must be in effect because, I mean, kids don't just piss on themselves in class for fun. And he denies making the threat, which we have heard was made over the intercom to the entire school. So Josh calls the superintendent, and within an hour, the apologies start coming. They're denying any of this bullshit going on. But today, the principal is walking around campus with an armed escort. Did the cheap seats hear me? Over a fucking water balloon. Okay, so was it Friday? Considering how fast Josh started getting apologies to his little girl, I'm gonna assume Josh probably wasn't the first parent they had heard from that day. Now, with that said, is it Friday they're supposed to pick up their cap and gown?
Yeah.
All the seniors are supposed to go pick up their cap and gown Friday. Not go to school, not go to class, not meet with anybody, pick up their shit and walk. What they don't know is an army of parents are coming with. Y'all, I might go just video. I might just go video that shit. And it's not just senior parents either. Parents are coming en masse. They are fixing to en masse confront this principal. And he's lying about it all while he walks around with an armed guard over a fucking water balloon.
It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
A water balloon. There's other stuff too, these new rules. There's other junk. See, that was Josh's first question when he found out. He's like, escorted by who? I mean,
Not just escorted to the bathroom. They have to go in and sit with them.
I have to go with them in the bathroom, yes. Yes. You know what Miranda told me today, though? First thing Miranda told me when she got to work is, oh, the new rules are over with.
Yeah.
So enough parents have already jumped in their shit. These new rules are over with.
No, they were on that Facebook page. People on there bitching and racing and all about it.
But that principal still is fixing to face a mass of parents.
People are raising hell too about there being a limited number of tickets to go to graduation too.
In an open football stadium.
Yeah, an open football stadium.
You can only have a limited amount of tickets. What's really going to suck is if it rains. If it rains, they've got to go inside, and they've been told that's going to be cut from 10 to 3. So what if all your people's already there? You got to choose 3 people to come in and watch you fucking graduate. I've been to these facilities. They're plenty big to house all the people that could possibly come. There's no fucking reason whatsoever for the stadium or the Coliseum to limit how many people can come see them graduate. I mean,
that's crazy.
Bless Miranda's heart. She's got what? 3 others? Oh! It's outside. Did you know that? In the heat. Did you know that?
What, graduation?
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's at the football stadium.
That's not bueno. That's not how it goes. That ensures my mother can't go.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I told her they should have been having it in the auditorium to begin with. They should be.
That's where we had ours, and they didn't cap us, and we had plenty of seats. This new principal and the new administration, part of the reason I wanted to move back down here was for our kids to go there because I went there. It's a great school. But hearing about the past year and a half, yeah, I'm glad. I'm actually glad my oldest is getting out of there, and I'm starting to really get not happy about the fact that our youngest still has 3 more years there. It's starting to piss me the fuck off.
I have a feeling that principal's not going to last long there.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's done. I'm sure he is done.
The superintendent is not great either, and even they're having to get on to the principal.
Right. Because his armed escort today, you know who pays for that dude's salary, right?
Mm-hmm.
To protect our trailblazing, courageous, yet generous and sincere principal from a fucking water balloon.
Friday there also is, I think, supposed to find out who's valedictorian, salutatorian. Miranda's so hoping she gets it, but it's between her and that Nathan kid.
Did she tell you what she did? She did something a little bit illegal.
What?
With a little help from a teacher.
What?
She went and checked out his grades.
Really?
Yeah, and they can't do that. I ain't supposed to, I'm hopefully none of her people from school are watching this because she'll get in trouble. But
what'd she say about his grades?
She said all his test scores and his homework scores were lower than hers. that she saw from this last quarter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But she said he was a little ahead of her going into the semester. So it's really going to come down to that final exam. It's going to come down to that final exam. Yep.
She's wanting it so bad, but I don't know what's going to happen. She's been in third place all year.
Yeah. What's up, Rommel?
What's up, Rommel?
Damn, Rommel, it's a shame you missed my story about the water balloon. Perhaps you should go back and watch that. I turned a little red. Before that, I got mad at Esom for not getting mad at him. Missed so much tonight. And fights with the internet. And terrorist threats with water balloons. And all kinds of goodness. Okay.
She's still got a field trip she gets to go on next week, too.
What's the field trip?
Geek Squad, they're going to the zoo.
Oh, that's right.
Going.
That's right. No one hates Esom. I was joking with Esom about the fact that he thought we were mad at him when we weren't. And I told him I was really getting mad over the fact that I'm not mad at him. I was fucking with Esom. Nobody hates Esom. Mag Lethal. He's not the right ethnicity to be Mag Lethal. But the character comparison is close. Dude, let me tell you something. For those of y'all that hadn't heard this story, we had a hotshot teacher when I was in high school. That bitch said you didn't graduate. It was one of those situations. You didn't graduate. Well, anyway, of course, things were different back then. She hated senior skip day. First off, my class retired 9 teachers in our wake. We were a brilliant class, and we were absolute assholes to the core, even our valedictorian. She hated senior skip day, and she got tired of having an empty class all day. And she came to our junior English class and said, if y'all do senior skip day next year, y'all ain't fucking graduating. So you know what my class did? We all went to school on senior skip day. Everybody just skipped her class. So her, and only her, sat in an empty classroom all day. No, my class, if they'd have started that shit with us, if we were going to fucking be punished for it, we were going to go ahead and go get the water balloons, and that motherfucker was going to find a new definition of wet. We'd have fucking took a garden hose and filled his fucking car up with water, and then filled his house up with water, and threw his wife out in the fucking lake, and ain't stop.
What's up, Jesse?
What's up, Jesse?
Finally made it.
Needless to say, man, I've been a little bent about this motherfucker and the water balloon. I'm sorry. Now back to your regularly scheduled rant.
Is that Mitchell?
Sexy Jesse. Right? What's up, Mitchell? Oh, damn, we need more shots. Everybody's starting to show up now. I'll go pour shots this time. Hey, for those of y'all that weren't here earlier, we're fixing to put some cock in Jocelyn's mouth.
Leave the door open. Who's this door open? So anyway. Hey there, Chad. I'm out of my peach whiskey, so I'm gonna try to shoot some fighting cock whiskey. Just be, Rommel, get your money to Shauna. Chop, chop. Well, Rommel, it needs to be in Shauna's hand. I don't see shots.
I can't find the cock.
It's over there
No, it's not.
by the mirror.
No, it's not.
It is. It's on the bottom
The
shelf.
Cuervo's there. That's not.
It's on the very bottom on the left. End of the month, Jesse. Yeah, Mitchell apparently he can't find my cock. Finally found the cock.
Here's your cock. I'm getting it. But I was wanting to show everybody, in case you're wondering about all the cock talk. She wanted the cock, so I brought her the cock.
So I'll leave the cock in here.
Well, it was.
Close the door.
Oh my God. Is there anything else, mister? I might even have some cock in my mouth. How about that?
Jesse, you'll have to ask Shauna what your share is. I think we have 4 people. No, we have 3 people staying full 5 days. We're staying 3 nights, and I think Stacy is staying 3 nights. So I don't know. No, Shauna, it is not.
I was sitting there going, hey, why did I think of that? Sparks and shots, everybody.
There's a whole lot of cock in this chat right now. Fuck yeah. No, toast. Being Ramo, in case you didn't see, your share is 355.
She just said that.
I know. I said in case they didn't see her comment.
Why would they see that? It's right there.
Fuck you up.
You finna put some cock in your mouth. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, warn yourself. Is it bad?
It's not too dissimilar from Seagram 7. I'm just not used to it anymore. I'm used to my peach whiskey.
Do I need to go get you the honey whiskey?
We don't have honey whiskey.
We did.
We have caramel whiskey.
Caramel whiskey. That's right. My bad. Well, let me see. I want to taste the cock. Would y'all like to see me taste the cock?
It's similar to Seagram 7.
It's like Seagram 7 with like just the smallest after hint of like a cinnamon or something. Yes. Yes. You're crazy. I shall once again taste the cock to prove her wrong. I actually get the cinnamon before anything.
I don't get no cinnamon out of that.
Not like cinnamon. Just this. The cock be spitting. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wednesday Night Cock. If you don't like cock, we're sorry. But we're not. Fuck.
I am probably
That
not
is.
taking any more shots.
Huh?
So I'm probably not taking any more shots.
Why?
Sorry, what you
Yeah, but the blueberry. Cuervo.
Ew.
We got silver and gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. We got some 12. You're not wrong.
What's up, Sean?
What's up, Sean? Well, then we'll just have to mix stronger drinks. Because I don't know if I can shoot that either. Yeah. It's like the bird dog. It doesn't necessarily taste bad. It just has a way of going down that is just not. It's like, ugh. Pardon. I know that was sexy. But after,
that's what he was shooting.
sometimes after a mouthful of cock, you just got to let it out, you know? When you be fucking choking and coughing, air pockets get down in there. You just bark it up. I didn't get none on the screen, did I?
Cheers to fighting cock.
Cock. Wait, what will I find out in Pensacola? Let them hate, dog. I'm with you, Sean. How's it going, bro? You know what? Yep. No dirty, no jokes. Just love you. The jokes and the dirty will return momentarily. But I just had to let you know. All scurs.
Is everybody buffering or just Wayne?
Why does that have to be like that?
What's up, Ari?
What's up, Ari?
No, Easton, we haven't
Wow.
had any more of the diesel.
You've missed a lot, Ari. You need to go back and watch. It's been all about the cock.
At least for the past
The
5
cock
minutes or
and the
so.
water balloon.
Did you have a cigar?
Maybe.
Hey, Sean.
You can get the call, but the it off your dome. This shit, but you know, think I'm kidding and you wrong. Ain't no song, just fixing my bars. I broke down like the shit in your garage. I push out and show the blade, talk that shit. Show up and I'm on the kick, fuck that shit. Man, everybody knows you fake, cause you a bitch. And everybody knows you hate hustle and motivate. Everybody knows I'm the GOAT. Greatest. How you gonna say I'm not your favorite? As far as what you rap goes, everyone's just okay.
How you doing? All right.
White boy, get a job, though, saying about stuff with a club. What's up? You fuck boys stand around, don't even get shit done.
I'm sorry, Jesse. I've been fucking with you on Facebook a little bit, haven't I? You okay, Ari? He wasn't here, Sean. But this sexy hirsute motherfucker has been talking about cock for the past 20 minutes. Rommel might be indisposed. He might be in the business of hosing down his man room.
Oh, really, Sean?
Really?
Prepare yourself for hurricane season. Hell, we're 2 hours from the coast and we're still too close.
One more avenue for me to fuck with Jesse.
Oh, damn, Ari. I hate that. Get you some vacation property, Shauna. I want to get vacation property in Pigeon Forge.
I don't know how to fix that for you, girl. Go see a doctor or something.
Mississippi too, Sean. Louisiana.
Yeah. Awesome, Chad. We've had that here for a minute, but actually, I'm not sure if we didn't like always have it here. But gun laws are one of the few things that Mississippi is ahead of the bell curve on. Everything else we're behind. All right, Ari. A nightmare is one thing, Sean. And don't get me wrong, I am not in any way disparaging what the city of New Orleans went through, but New Orleans is standing. The Mississippi Gulf Coast was wiped from the map, erased from existence. Just saying. I love this. I can put this shit on loop.
It was longer.
That's, I'm trying to remember where I finally heard this version of it. And that was the one problem I had when I first heard it, was it was not near long enough.
It must be a full song.
That's like, to me, my favorite thing by him ever. Well, Sean.
It's a double-edged sword.
Amsterdam did that too, Sean. And funny enough, as bad as I hate to say this, but all motherfuckers that couldn't handle their shit kind of took care of itself. You know what I'm saying? I hate to be that asshole, but
I mean, ultimately, people are going to do drugs whether it's legal or not. So.
Right? I mean, I ain't saying I support it.
Drugs are bad.
Right. I'm just saying that's what happened over there. It's like me and this guy got in an argument one time. It was, he was like, we were arguing about them legalizing marijuana in fucking Amsterdam way back when. And we're talking about how it pertained to crime. Because when you drink, you're out, you're an asshole, you want to get in fights and shit like that. Weed, you want to sit home, man, giggle a little bit, eat, fuck, and go to bed. That's what you want. You don't want to be out in trouble. You want to be home in trouble. So we were talking about this, and I said, hey, man, you know what? Amsterdam had the highest crime on the planet at one time. And they legalized marijuana, and they don't really have, I mean, Amsterdam's a different motherfucker. He said, yeah, because they're all sitting at home too stoned. I said, exactly. Exactly.
How are you going to throw around the darts?
Look, man, like New Orleans, I was so happy. I'm fixing to throw some darts. I was so happy. I had 2 Conklin deliveries at work today. One was from Jackson, one was from New Orleans. The last several times from New Orleans, they haven't sent John. Today, they sent John. Big, tall, coon-ass motherfucker. Them motherfuckers. I love talking to this dude, and he's a genuine. Look. Oh my God, where's he at? I've told this story before, but they made hoodies for employees that were in LSU colors, and I made a joke about being Saints colors. A motherfucker went and had me a hoodie made out of his own pocket, with Saints colors on it. This is a driver, and he knows. I told him about. He said, hey, we were talking today about shit, and I was talking about the hotel that we were doing down there. He said, where's it at? And I said, Elysian Fields. And he goes, y'all been working on that building? I was like, yeah. He's like, they've been fucking working on that motherfucker for 3 fucking years. I was like, I know. We've been in there. He said, that is stupid. And they're fixing to put these big luxury, essentially condos in this strip of land in New Orleans. And right across the street is Crack Row. Named because it's all crackheads. It's like a homeless community of crackheads. Ain't nobody gonna spend money for a condo across the street from a bunch of crackheads. The fuck's wrong with y'all? The world's getting fucking dumb, yo. It was so good to see him, though, man. He asked and knew him by name. He asked me about Miranda. He asked me about Kara. He asked me how you were doing. I'm telling you, John's a cool dude. Big, tall, but you get him own shit. He wants to move, but this woman he's engaged to, they're right now living in the house she was born in. Her mother died in. Her father died in. And his neighborhood's getting bad. Used to be a nice neighborhood. It's getting bad. He wants to move out of New Orleans. And she doesn't want to leave the house. You know what I wanted to tell him? Bye. But I didn't. He's already gave up his property because they opened a fucking some kind of coffee house just down the way from him. So they deemed that stretch of property commercial property, and his property taxes went up like 4,000%. So he had to give up his house. That's why he's staying with this woman. What's up, M Dog? I'm thinking to throw some darts with the M darts. That means I gotta have my song now. I'm putting up the lights tonight. I'll probably just turn on the overhead. So, well, I'll go ahead and do it. Why not? I'll listen to that again later. Mm.
10-2-3-17. M Dog, what's your number?
Target friends. Target friends.
9-17.
I ain't no angel, and I'm prepared for some danger. And I ain't scared. I heard what you said. I'm coming at every angle.
10-2-3-17, 9-5. 10-2-3-17, 9-5.
10-2-3-17, 9-5.
And 18.
All right now.
I'm doing my best to mind my manners, mama, but that shit is wearing off. I know if I turn out the door, the path of wrath, and maybe no turning back. I'm willing to risk and take the chance if that means I get to pay them back. I've been working up to this, putting bottles on my fence, working on my shot every day, making sure that I never miss. One by one, take them down, leaving them shattered all on the ground. I know you regret it, admit it. I came for vengeance and I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. This is only a duo.
Apparently he ain't hit shit.
I'm gonna hit what I'm in.
Cool. No. Dano's not going out like this. I threw a bunch of stuff. Nothing needed.
Vera Fox. I've seen that author. I'm trying to remember if I've read any. What's the series?
Let me sink into this groove.
I've seen that author around. I'm trying to remember though if I've read any. I've read so many now, it's ridiculous.
Two. I hit a metal strip. 9.
9.
Double 14.
14. Double 14.
10.
10.
What else do I need? 5. And what?
18.
18. 13.
13.
Tell you what.
I don't know if I've read that one or not, Shauna. Send it to me on Facebook so I don't
Do you
forget.
mind if I try throwing yours? I'm just curious.
Shauna, have you read the Abs Valley series yet?
Yours are heavier. A little bit. Yours are a little heavier. That might work for me. Triple 2.
11.
Triple 3.
Triple 3.
Triple 5.
Triple 5.
13.
13.
7. I was trying for that bullseye.
17s, 18s.
I think I like you. Well, it makes the weight better. You want to switch barrels with it? These you can do that. All right.
There you go.
17.
17.
17.
17.
17.
17.
3.
3.
3.
3.
Double 17.
Double 17.
I'm on the roll, I've been hitting the target like who the fuck are you barking at? Fucking
Alright, we need 10s and 2s, 5s, 18.
Yeah, I be rapping like I am the shit. I can be messing with losers and workers. They talk about me while I'm spitting on burgers. I'm flipping the burgers. I'm hot as the burners. They begging for life, but they all getting murdered.
And 9s.
I did throw a 9. I owe a drink from way back.
Leave you right there in the parking spot. That's how the story goes. You get pop like a Morris code. I'm at the corner store buying a gun. You just don't pay that shit. You
Cut.
gotta run like some talking practice. Talking practice. Talking practice. I'm gonna hear what I'm aiming at. I'm gonna hear what I'm aiming at.
5,
5,
9,
9,
What I'm aiming at. They shot at me, now I'm shooting back.
5,
5,
triple 9,
triple 9, 10s and 2s,
double 2,
double 2,
double 13.
double 13. Still need those some 18s too.
Damn it! How many 9s was that?
I don't know. 18.
I don't even see a fucking 18. Oh. 5.
Chad wants 4s. Alright, no. Oh, you just answered him. 9s there were.
No, I just threw 5.
No, I was talking to Chad.
I'm talking to you.
What?
I threw a 5.
I wasn't talking to you.
I wasn't talking to you. Get this game fun. Damn it, I keep forgetting where 18 is. I never throw for 18, so I don't look for it. 18.
18.
18. Woo! Double.
Double 18.
Double 18. That's a triple 12.
Triple 12.
10.
10.
We need something. I threw the fuck out some 17, so 17 should be good. I hit some 10s and 2s. Chad wants a 4? Where's a fucking 4?
Well, that's what I was asking him a minute ago, if he was asking for 4 or if he was answering how many 9s you had.
So what was the answer?
He didn't answer.
Okay, he said 4 again, so I'm throwing 4. 4.
4.
Look, by the way, Adam wants you to send her a list of everything you can read, including what I'm reading now. Apparently, Madam needs some smut.
Here lately, madam, for some reason I have a thing for academy books and mafia books.
She likes it when the students run around behind the teacher's back and fuck. Sometimes in groups.
All right, Sean, have a good night.
What's that, Sean? Hey, man, get good rest. Get good rest. Blessings upon you. Oh, God. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, God. I'm going to need a drink. Because I just remember that when I just took a sip. So that's what counts as one. But I didn't actually think about the ones I owed until she just said that. I know it's at least.
What's up, Wayne?
I killed my drink. It's like, oh my God, that's cold. Why is it when you kill it, you catch that bottom piece and it's like, brain freeze. God, dang it. Ramel, I am looking for you. How's your week been, M-Dog? This is another one, M-Dog, since you got with us late, you need to go back and watch. Those were some good times early, after all the internet issues. Hey, thank you for that, Kenny. And Kenny, while you're here and not in Discord, y'all, once again, Friday, 8 p.m. Central, the LDA podcast. I'm not sure what our topic will be this week. Not that matters because we ramble like motherfuckers because we're loud drunk assholes. And I have no idea what Kenny has planned for us to react to. But make sure you check it out. It's still a work in progress. Hey, we're wearing dresses now, Kenny, apparently. Fuck.
You still haven't uploaded the last podcast to our channel.
I still haven't got it yet. Which I'm not picking at. You've been busy. He's been busy. He had him sticking long needles in his shit, burning nerve endings. Yeah. Kenny been busy. So. Oh, it's another Wayne. Everybody run. I hate that for you too, Kenny. I know that shit had to hurt, man. But in the name of giving you some kind of relief, that motherfucker was back there going, he was probably thinking in his head too, squirm, motherfucker, squirm. I mean, you don't take a job sticking needles in a motherfucker to burn nerve endings if you don't in some way get off sticking a needle in a motherfucker and burning nerve endings, you know? I mean, who becomes a proctologist except for motherfuckers that like ass? Just look it up, an old friend.
I'm sure, Kenny.
Dude, I bet. Yeah, Chad, Kenny's in the bad back club. Now, I haven't had to go to the extremes that y'all do. To be honest, if I actually went to a doctor about it, he'd probably want me to. But that's why I don't. That's why I don't. When my shit locks up, I ride it out, do the best I can, and I live with a certain amount of pain every day. And I know eventually, some of that shit's in my future. I'm sure. And I'm gonna tell him. I'm not lying, Kenny. When something hurts that bad, and I've got a pretty fucking good threshold for pain, but if something's gonna hurt that bad, I'll flat tell him, look, you might want to think about sedating me because I can take that shit, but I might have to stomp and cuss about it a little bit. So you might want to chill me the fuck out. Even if you don't put me to sleep, you better chill me out. Like I said, I might can take it, but I'm gonna want to fucking cuss and stomp and claw and bite and fucking punch a motherfucker about it. God, Kenny, I'm sorry, man. That dude. Whenever you go again. And Chad, I know you had back problems with yours, man, and you just had surgery again. What, last week before last? So blessings on both of y'all, man. As a dude with back issues, I'm sorry. Oh, I was starting to feel sorry for you as I read that sentence in, dog, till I read the end. Dude, I'm sorry about that. Is something I have not had to face yet. My coworker has. Dude, I'm sorry. Right? Scoliosis runs in her family pretty strong. Or actually, one of our daughters is already fighting with it. I'm gonna have some of the cock while she's out. Oh, I bet, M-Dog. Now, I have had back surgery, but not for the issues I have. At the time, I had a really bad cyst that was literally wrapping itself around the base. I was 18 years old. I went to Lions Band in March that whole summer, and I'm not sure how. But this thing, what it was literally wrapping itself around the base of my spine, and I was I was losing motor function in my legs. It was literally slowly paralyzing, and I had to have that operated on. And then it came back, and I had to have it operated on again, and it's good now. But yeah, it was slowly paralyzing me. And then, just to be beautiful, as a single college freshman, that motherfucker opened up, and actually, I had a literal spigot of blood right there at the base of my spine, which is, for those of you that can't feel that, right at the top of the crack of your ass. Yeah, had to get that shit dealt with. It actually happened to me. It actually ruptured that way in the middle of. I was sitting in wind ensemble, and Cook was who was greatest educator I ever met. Well, a man that has my respect like very few human beings on this planet. And shit literally ruptured, and I'm sitting there with blood pouring down, my back and ass, trying to still play. But no, and that's when what was really bad. I went to University Hospital, which is actually where I had my stomach surgery too. But I went to the University Hospital, which is a student hospital. They teach doctors there, And this dude puts me on a table, puts me on all fours, and he's like, "Look, Mitchell, thank you." And he's like, "Look, I've got to know how dense and deep the fingers of this, or not fingers, but what do you call it? Anyway, of this cyst are." And he's like, "An X-ray is not going to get it. This ain't going to get it. I'm going to have to feel it from the inside." At which point my heart sank. And then he goes, "Hold that thought." And then he goes, "Hold on just a second." And I'm 18 years old. He goes out in the hallway and brings in three female student doctors. And my ass is up in the air like a gay porn. And he's like, starts lathering up that finger. And I look back, and there's three women staring at me very intently. And this motherfucker's lubing that finger up. Yeah, that was an awful experience.
So beauty.
First time something ever went in my butt. And I wasn't very happy about it, and I wasn't happy to have an audience. Needless to say. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. Everybody's talking about elements. For sure his heart's like, "What's up, UB?" Oh, damn, dog. Yeah, I bet that was hurting. M-Dog, the funny thing is, whatever it is that causes my back issues, especially when that motherfucker really locks down, I'm not sure what it is. I've been to a chiropractor who helped straighten me out, but as far as actually going and having that motherfucker x-rayed and actually finding out the root of what causes my issues, no, because they're gonna want to cut me, and I'm done being cut. If they tell me one day I gotta have a fucking bypass or something, I'm done being cut, bro. Especially after that last stomach surgery I had. No,
you're gonna have it.
I'm done being cut.
No, you can suffer for a couple of weeks or die. I'll suffer for a couple of weeks.
You said "I'll" as if no. I'm not doing that again. Fuck that shit. here, let's take your innards out and put them on this table and cut out what we don't need. And
Better than dying.
I don't know. When I first woke up, especially after you left, she had no way to come see me. So I sat in the hospital alone. She was there for my surgery, and I got to see her when I first woke up. The next time I woke up and all the anesthesia and everything is wearing off, and again, I'm a dude with a fucking pretty high pain tolerance, but I hit the nurse button, and that nurse come in there, and I was like, "You're gonna have to give me something stouter than this shit." And I was at the point where I was just fixing to really, for lack of a better term, start wailing. And they come in there and they pulled my IV up and they hit me with something, and it was like. Then I woke up the next day and said the same thing, and they hit my ass again. And it was. Then after that, they were like, "Fuck you, you're gonna hurt." And day 3 is actually when it really starts to fucking hurt, man. You know? Oh God.
I've been lucky not having any major surgeries, but I've had 3 kids and 1 minor surgery, and it all sucks.
Considering what they did to my guts, I would almost say I've had a kid now. I mean, I know nothing's like childbirth from what I hear, but no, I'm telling you, my back might even be one thing. They tell me they're gonna cut my guts again. We just gonna live with it till it gets me. Yes.
Just have
Yes.
the damn surgery.
No,
Yes.
I ain't doing that again.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Not gonna die because you don't want to have surgery.
I will hold your face and tell you I love you,
No,
and I will
that's
eat
not
better.
acceptable.
Whatever. I know. I'm not. No.
It's not acceptable. Kidney stones for anybody sucks.
Mm. You know, dog. A lot of professional wrestlers have had disc fusion surgery. They in their necks. A lot of those guys have broke necks. And I don't know what Kurt Angle did to win a gold medal with a broke neck. And you know, throughout his wrestling career, his neck was broken 3 other times. And the only reason it didn't kill him is just how muscularly developed his neck was. Kept it in place. But that last time he broke his neck, he came back in 8 weeks. No surgery. He went like overseas and met with this like weird guru out in the jungle. And that motherfucker came back and was wrestling in 8 weeks.
I've never had a kidney stone.
I'm hoping
so
I don't.
can't
I'm hoping I
compare,
don't.
so I know they suck for everybody.
Right. That's the fun part, Kenny. It's the waking up and it wearing off. It sucks. Mm. Damn, what happened, you B?
Talk about
You all right?
childbirth. Take the worst stomach cramp you've ever had in your life and multiply it by 1,000, and it might compare to childbirth.
I'm gonna tell you what. Especially them first couple days
I'm sorry, Sean.
when it was hurting that bad, and I didn't have you. First off, I can't even remember how long I was actually in the hospital, but I done lost without. I mean, I didn't see her for the entire
I
time.
think I came and got you on like the 5th day, maybe.
Oh, after the first surgery?
Yeah. I think
Oh.
it was the 5th day.
Anyway,
Got
I
you.
lost all sense of time and shit. But no, I was in there one time, a couple weeks, wasn't I?
Okay. You're only in there for like 5 days the first time. It's long enough for you to heal up enough to go home.
How long was I in there when that very first attack I had? I was up there a while then.
I think the longest you were in was 5 days.
Oh, I thought it was longer than that shit. I think she's crazy. Maybe it's because I lost my mind in that fucking room. I don't know.
You were just hurting so bad it felt like a lot longer after the surgery. Because that's when you were in there the longest, was after the surgery. Luckily, Rachel didn't have to have surgery with her last episode. She had a 2-inch rectal tear inside, and they thought they were fixing to have to do surgery, but they gave her some medicine that helped fix it, so she didn't have to have surgery.
Damn, Jason. What have you been doing?
Yeah, that's why she was on pain meds.
What? I'm so glad you didn't tell me that because I was drunk that night and I've been fucking with her. You had a 2-inch rectal tear? What the fuck Jason been doing?
It was internal. But luckily, the medicine fixed it. She didn't have to have surgery. So,
Did she have to take that shit I had to take? Flagyl?
I don't know what she was on.
See, the first time I had that attack, we actually dealt with it with medicine called Flagyl because it actually ruptured my colon. But the second time, you know, I'm laying there hurting, going to university, look up and there's 3 dogs looking over this thing and they're like, yeah, we're going to cut this out of you and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whoa, what? You're going to what? Slow down, brother. Oh, damn, UB, I hate to hear that. You ain't got nothing else to drink, Shauna?
This is Shauna we're talking about. Shauna has something else to drink.
I would, in fact, be surprised if that was not the case.
Shauna just has some unhealthy love for Irish whiskey.
Kenny, are you still here? I got you, Shauna. I haven't seen it yet, Wayne. I saw that you sent me a message, but it's been, so I'll check it out though. Okay, Kenny. Considering the whole Bud Light conversation, I want you to do a little homework on what Guinness just did. And that's all I'm saying.
I'm not actually going to take this one. Hold on. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Guinness did an ad, Kenny, with a grandpa teaching his grandson how to apply makeup. And of course, at the end, the grandpa, and he's all short haired. He's not even really trying to look like a woman, but he's all short haired and everything. And he's sitting there all prettied up, you know. But anyway, yeah, it was an ad where the grandpa was teaching his grandson how to apply makeup. And I was like, did y'all not get the memo from the Bud Light fiasco?
Right.
Come on. Come on. What about Youngling, Chad? Didn't I?
I don't know who that is. Tim Dog is not surprising.
Funny enough, I think I would have preferred the crossdresser to a grandpa teaching his grandson how to apply makeup. Really? You mean, am I the only one that kind of feels that way?
It's coming out with a patriotic. I don't know who Youngling is. So.
It's actually one of the few actual American-made beers left, and they are raking in the profits right now that everybody's not buying fucking Bud Light. Youngling, this has made their fucking company.
Yeah.
Yes. Youngling, and there's another couple of companies that's seriously benefiting too. But yeah, with Bud Light being shelled, yeah, they are the main. A lot of people, you know, Coors is seeing an uptick, but Youngling specifically is really fucking starting to fly off the shelves.
And God, I know I'm one.
I want to hear the original of this song though it's playing.
Well, you know I can't. But I'll get it for you. Actually, funny enough, I have about 7 versions of this song on my phone. I don't know if any of them are the original though. Dude, you can't give it away down here, Wayne. They got that. They trying to sell that shit $5 a case, and it ain't going nowhere. And what's funny about the Guinness ad to me, regardless of what statement you feel you're trying to make, ultimately that's their company. I suppose they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Right, Chad.
However, if you're in the business of making money, all right, Jesse. If you're in the business of making money, and you just watch the biggest beer company on the planet lose billions,
Not bad, man.
that particular ad campaign might not have been your best choice. I'm just saying, whether it's right or wrong, business is business, right?
You think they would have figured out by now that the people that buy that are in the minority, not in the majority, and that it's not going to sell?
Here, let's offend 99.9735% of our clientele to kowtow to the 0.01 625. I can do math.
The minority is just a lot louder than the majority. That doesn't mean that it's going to sell.
I've been saying that about stuff forever. Like even racism. It's not that racism is that prevalent. It's just those that are assholes. And that's on both sides of the fence, blacks and whites and Hispanics and everybody. And that's who they focus on, right?
Publicity.
Right. Right.
It's all publicity.
Right. It's the same with other shit, man. It's always a loudmouths that get the attention, and they don't speak for the masses.
Absolutely, Shauna.
Thank you, Shauna. That's my problem. I don't give a fuck what somebody does in their bedroom. That's not my business. This is what I have in my bedroom. I got enough to think about. It's that they trying to push it everywhere. People don't drink beer to make some kind of political or sociological statement. They drink beer to catch a fucking buzz. I mean, I'm just sick of it, of everything being everywhere. Now, like, the one that really pissed me off was Stranger Things. Such and such character, sexuality finally revealed. If it's been that many seasons of that show and it hasn't been important, I promise you it's not important now. Why does that matter? Why does who you want to fucking go to now? It's got to define your whole being now. You can't be a doctor. You got to be a straight cis doctor or a. God, I can't even keep up with all that bullshit. And don't get me wrong, I have no problems with other people living their life how they want to. I do not. I have gay friends. I don't care. It's that they feel like it's got to be
in the spotlight.
In the spotlight, right? I can't.
I don't need my sexuality to be in the spotlight.
Every ethnicity in this country right now has a month. White folk don't have a month. Almost every gender / sexuality has a month. Straight folk don't have a month. You know what I'm saying? Why is that important? I don't care who you go to bed with. If you want to chop your fucking wiener off and put makeup on, that's you. I really do not care. I really do not care. if that's your decision, then you know what? In a way, you got more balls than me because I couldn't let somebody chop my dick off. That's just how it is. But it's that certain parts of the media feel like everybody has to agree with that mentality, or else
I agree
you're
with
an
that.
awful human being.
None of it should be exposed to kids.
Right,
period.
straight, gay, none of it. For especially the
It
kids,
shouldn't be influenced
sexuality
kids.
period should not be on 4 and 5 year olds' plate. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. But you know, I watched the crossdresser one time talk about it, and she was like, "You wouldn't hire a stripper to come read to your kids. Why would you hire a drag queen to come read to your kids?" And I was like, "Huh, a voice of reason." I knew he was lurking back there. I knew it the whole time. Why did my shit stop playing? I mean, I really, man, at this day and age, you can't hate people for liking different shit than you. No two people in the world are going to agree. You can't hate them because they make different choices than you. You really can't. You may not like it, but how's their life affecting you? They may not like you, but how's your life affecting them? It's fucking not.
What's going on out there has no relevance to what's going on. in here.
Right. Why don't make it be that way? And that's the thing. This particular these agendas are pushing that shit. It's like accept us or else. You know, 2 years ago, I probably would have said, "Yeah, I got you, man. You got the right to be you." Then a year ago, I'm like, "I don't give a fuck what you do." And now I'm like, "I really don't give a fuck what you do. I don't want to hear about it. It's not my business. Quit trying to tell me I got to be okay with something." I'm actually more bothered by the fact that they're trying to tell me what I have to be that I have to be okay with something than I am what they're telling me that I have to be okay with.
Yeah. Don't try to force.
Right. It's
things.
not. It doesn't matter to you one way or the other if I'm cool with it or not. That's irrelevant to your life. Irrelevant, whether I dig it or I don't. You got no bearing on whose dick you suck tonight. None.
My
And
opinion does not matter to you.
right. And
My opinion
funny
should
enough,
not matter to you.
a lot of the community's not like that. It's these that believe the media hype. Because I have 2 dear friends that are gay, and they don't support none of this bullshit either. It's like they'll say the same thing. It's our fucking business. It's not anybody else's business. We're not out here on parade to show off who we're going to bed with, because that's your fucking business. That's not the world's fucking business.
Something as simple as the fact that our youngest daughter, Kara, she just dyed her hair blue, and not everybody likes it. And she was talking about it, that not everybody likes her blue hair. And I was like, it doesn't matter.
Right.
All that matters is if
You
like
wanted the blue hair. If you like the blue hair, that's what matters.
Their opinion does not matter.
Right.
I try so hard to tell them stuff like that. Like other people's opinions don't matter. My opinion should not matter. You do you.
Right, Wayne. You're not wrong. You're right. And what's funny is I'm Irish, motherfucker. I'm Irish, Scottish, and Native
Sean,
American.
I don't.
All 3 of my cultures were slaves here too. But I'm the evil white man because my skin's not dark.
Anyway.
It's about control, Damon. It's not about gay. It's not about straight. It's not about drugs. It's not about anything but control. It's everything is propaganda to make people argue.
You're right, Ryan.
People that were cool with each other 5 years ago are now bitter enemies. You know, people that's always arguing amongst themselves are so easy. It's all about control. It's all about control. That's why they over-medicate our kids. It's all about control. It's all about control. It's not about the cause. It's about control. Years ago, man, it was acid rain. Then it was this. Then it was that. Then it's climate control. Now it's gender and all this other kind of stuff. You know what? Next week it'll be something else. It was racism, and then now it's the gender and all that shit. Next week it'll be something else. It's about control. Because before all this bullshit, most people didn't give a fuck. And I get mad at people on both sides of the fence. Conservatives, liberals, gay, straight. I get mad at everybody that falls for it. I really do. Both sides of the fence. Don't fall for the bait. Don't hate because you're told to hate. Go back to not giving a fuck. Worry about you. That's the problem with the world today. I say it about football players all the time. A motherfucker making $30 million a year bitching because he don't make more because the owner makes more. Motherfucker, if I'm making $30 million a year, I don't give a fuck what my boss makes. You worry about you. Doesn't matter if it's gender, money, whatever. If people spend as much time worrying about their own fucking business as everybody else's business, we wouldn't have half the problems in the world today we got. You worry about you.
Funny enough, Kara's hair is almost the exact color right now. It was supposed to be a darker blue, but it came out about this color. It's funny. Same color as the wig.
I don't agree with that, Danny, and I'll tell you why. I live in the dirty SIP, man, dirty South. In an area that has one of the most rich histories in what's the word I'm looking for? Turbulent race relations of anywhere in the country. And we good here, bro. Most folks are good here. We don't buy into the hype. Whenever we watch a video of somebody trying to put blacks against whites and whites against black, me and Lou will sit there and laugh at it together. Oh yeah, there's dumb little upstarts that fucking buy into that shit. But as a whole, people here ain't buying that shit. They're not buying it.
All right, Kenny.
All right, Kenny, good night. Again, it's like I said before. The few that do make a lot of noise. But don't believe the hype on TV. I mean, that shit. I mean, maybe it is elsewhere. I can't speak for other areas. I just know we live in a place very rich with racially charged issues, and we're good here. I'll say 90% is good here. You got some young upstarts just believing the hype and everything, but as a general populace, the people here ain't buying that shit. They're just not buying it. And in a place where you would think it would be severe.
You're right, Shauna.
You know what I mean?
Especially liberal cities.
Oh, I know who Thomas Sowell is, man. I love him. He's brilliant. Yeah, I ain't got to look him up at all. I'm completely familiar with him. That is a brilliant motherfucker. You're right, him dog. It has. And I'm going to tell you something. I went to a school growing up, 50-50, black, white. We didn't have no issues. This area didn't have any issues at all for a long time. It overcame adversity in that respect. People here got along for a long time. And then a certain president got elected, maybe. And his first order of business was to call out, they call this a hate crime. The dude called the cops. 2 officers responded. When they got there, this man come running out of the house, and it was because somebody had broke into his home, was breaking shit, being violent, right? The cops got there. This motherfucker come running out, screaming, hollering, cussing them. So they cuffed him. Turns out that was the homeowner, and it turns out he was black. So day one of this presidency was all about the evil perpetrated to the black man. Dude, I live in a place, like I said, it was racially charged for, a very long time, and has been good with one another for a very long time. And we didn't see any trouble until that presidency, which is when the media began to back this idea for real. I mean, not that it hadn't happened before, But you know as well as I do, as technology has grown, media's
Right, so-
ability to infiltrate your home and your perception has increased 1,000-fold in the past 10 years, last 15 years. Well, anyway, they really jumped on this trying to divide bandwagon and using media to do it. Fuck you, M-Dog. Do you know M-Dog, I was really anti-Lane Kiffin too. And the city of Oxford's changed that motherfucker. He found home, dude. It's really interesting watching him talk about it now. Believe me, I did not. When I heard we were going to hire him, I was like, oh, God. I was fixing to not be a fan anymore. But that motherfucker, that place made a believer out of Lane Kiffin. And Lane Kiffin has in turn made a believer out of me. Watch Ole Miss this year. Watch Ole Miss this year. See what happens. And even if they don't win, even if they don't win a lot, he's got something cooking there. His family has taken and made roots. They're like, look, we're not going anywhere. So sign that fucking contract, Dad.
Okay, we need a change of subject.
Right. Y'all got me ranting. Fucking indeed, Mitchell. Cheers.
No.
Well, I got my titty. Excuse me, boob. She doesn't like the word titties. Madam, you know that. She's got a problem with the word titties. I'm sorry, boobies. See how I'm saying it now? I get it. She can handle cunt, but not titties. And if any of y'all are bothered by my usage of the word cunt, I don't care.
Someone says we should talk about penis.
Funny enough, Rommel, for a good hour, all we talked about was cock. Where were you at? Jocelyn was putting cock in her mouth. Then I put cock in my mouth. And she actually said to the viewership, Rommel, I think I'm going to put some cock in my mouth. Fuck me up real good. But speaking of cock in mouth,
Ugh, don't do it.
well, the only other thing over there is the blueberry, and it's worse.
I'll go pour you some Jaeger.
Is there still some Jaeger?
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, please. This stuff is like that. It don't taste bad. It just has this going down. Oh, I can do that too, Mitch.
Shauna, we are going to do it. I promise. At some point.
Madam, I'm gonna strap on a big old fuck you. Fuck you. It's her fault.
Wait, what? What's my fault? There's you one, madam.
She's rolling right now. Ah, got him.
Yeah, we gotta pour you some Jaeger.
Shauna, please. You're not helping. Y'all know
Wayne, have a
we
good
actually
night.
do legitimately feel bad about that. So,
Good night, Wayne.
night, Wayne. Which Wayne? Is it Wayne or Wayne?
It's Wayne.
Okay, Wayne. Have a good. Wait, did I say that with the right inflection? Good night, Wayne. Have a good one, and thank you for joining us. We really do want to get back to a regular schedule. Y'all suck. Fuck with us all you want. You must love us because you're here. Huh. I'm gonna attempt. I think I'm serious. I think I'm. Since nobody can bring us high-speed internet out of here, I think I'm fixing to pull the trigger. Since Jocelyn. Oh, by the way, did I tell y'all? I let Jocelyn pull the trigger on a new washer and dryer. So if she gets a new washer and dryer, and it's coming on a Saturday, so I got to hook up the washer and dryer on the Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So I'm ordering the internet booster, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the expensive one. I don't know how much it's gonna help us, but it better fucking help us some, at least. Damn it. And if it helps us enough, damn it, I want to start doing some live reactions in this shit. And that will also help us get some reactions out, being able to do live reactions.
Last year, Jaeger.
Oh. I think I'm going to get that signal booster. I was just telling you got to washer and dryer. And you know what I found out about it today? Because my boss man has the same washer and dryer. He says the dryer plays a little tune while it dries. And then whenever it's done, it plays a really loud tune for about like 2 minutes.
If it does that, I'm returning it.
Don't make me hook that shit up twice. Why does my shit keep stopping? What the fuck's wrong with you? Well, sparks and shots, everybody.
Did you answer him, dog, about what brand it is?
It's actually a Samsung.
The dryer is a smart dryer. You can hook your fucking Wi-Fi up to it and shit.
Yeah.
Not that I'll ever use that. But
funny enough,
it was on sale. I was saving like $700 on the set.
Yeah, she got them cheap.
Well, cheaper.
There is not, madam. Jay said he read the manual. He's called the fucking manufacturer. And he swear he says it's wired into the motherboard. Now, I mean, I guess if you can fucking pull the motherboard and find that particular chip, pop it. But because that's the first thing I asked him, because I was like, that's gonna drive Jocelyn crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, there's not a wire you can cut or a relay you can pull or something. He said no. He said I've actually called the damn manufacturer.
Hopefully our dryer's not the same one he has.
If that motherfucker starts making tunes when we hook it up, matter of fact, before we bring that motherfucker in the house, we should plug it up outside and fucking. Well, wait a minute. It's gotta have. Is it got a standard plug? It's the washing machine that has the head plug in it. Or am I backwards? I don't know. I'm a little stoned. I just saw it rumble. When the clothes are done, E-Girl starts. Now that would be funny. Now that actually would make it keepable.
If you could make me a playlist on there.
That would be the shit. That would be the shit.
Play.
I've actually just kind of been letting it go tonight. Not even on random. It's just been going straight down my fucking list. I thought it was at least on random, but it's not. Y'all suck because I love this song. I know she hates it. I don't give a fuck.
Where are you going?
Oh, excuse me. Because I looked up to talk to the camera and kept scrolling. You like that, didn't you?
Ron, when you see it, that's funny.
I put my clothes on a motherfucking washing machine. Vroom, vroom. That's great. If y'all have ever seen the show Ghost, that was a great episode. The woman, the ghost in the house
We'll find out then, dog.
from the Victorian era that's never known what an orgasm is. She keeps complaining about the washing machine. So finally the hippie ghost takes her down there and says, have you ever like sat on this washing machine? And the woman was like, no, why would I sit on the washing machine? And she's like, sit on the washing machine. Yeah, she winds up having her first orgasm. She's been a ghost for 1,000 years and it's still her first orgasm. And turns out she gets that one orgasm and the dude buys a new washing machine.
Did they ever release the next season of that?
Yes.
Okay,
I told you.
I
God,
need to watch it.
there's a lot of shit I've told you about watching, but you ain't been about watching
I
shit lately.
know.
You've been about reading smut books, which I am not complaining. I am not complaining, but we ain't been watching shit in this house for
I haven't watched
months.
anything in months. Hetty is, yeah, that's who it is. Hetty, she's great. Ghosts, Shauna. It's
Oh, y'all watched that? That shit.
funny as hell.
Look, madam, if you watch that show, my favorite episode is she's trying to talk to the son of Thornton, and they walk into the swinger party, and she's upstairs trying to find the ghost, and the husband's downstairs. And at first, they don't know that's what's going on. And all of a sudden, old people start throwing their keys in the dish and taking their clothes off, and he's like, "Oh, we gotta go." And he's like trying to find her, and she's
What
trying to
streaming
find the
service
ghost.
is that on? I can't remember. Is it Paramount? Madam, what streaming service?
That doesn't
is
seem
on?
right. But that show was fucking funny, man. That show was fucking funny.
I can't remember.
Shauna, she had me.
Find it, Shauna. It's great.
She had me sit down and watch it, and I love funny shit. And I was not expecting it to be funny, and it is actually very funny.
Madam, I haven't watched the British series.
Oh.
Only the American. I love it. It's so funny.
And the woman, she inherits this big like mansion on this property, and it's full of ghosts of people that have died on that property throughout time. She falls and hits her head, and all of a sudden she can see the ghost. And at first, her husband thinks she's crazy. And FYI, for those of y'all that have seen Pitch Perfect, the husband is the same dude that was the beatboxer for the Troublemakers in Pitch Perfect.
There on the table. Maybe I can't right. It was. You had it plugged up to the charger over there somewhere.
Nope.
What'd you do with my phone?
I haven't had your phone.
You did whenever you switched out yours. You put mine.
No,
over
I did
somewhere.
not.
Yes, you did.
You're crazy.
It's
Well, it's not over here.
It's not over here.
I can't help you.
What'd you do with my phone?
I don't know.
There it is. Up there by the cigars.
Oh, Jesus. That's like hiding over there in the fucking shadows.
I'm trying to find out, Shauna.
20 this Victorian era woman, Napoleon, but it's like one of his. Let's see what else. There's a Boy Scout dude, shirt but no pants.
Okay, madam, already.
I got hate for that because you shook the camera.
Sorry. We're buffering again.
Seems like I know so think you want when you want it. I will be everything you want.
Are we still buffering? We had missed.
Are we still buffering? Do we need to restart? Hold on. Yeah, right. Rommel.
Just restarting. You already told me to restart.
We're going